Hello guys, what is going on? Today it is True Gamer Quay and I'm bringing you some exciting news from E3 today. When they first opened it up, we saw they unveiled the Xbox One S. Xbox One S is white and is also 40% smaller than the standard Xbox we have right now. That Xbox is huge, I'm not gonna lie. It's like the size of a VCR, and we supposed to be the millennials, we supposed to be up to date in technology. No, that feels like a big clunky mess, I'm not even gonna lie. But I do love my Xbox, I love it dearly, but that thing can lose a little bit of weight. The new one comes with an integrated power supply. It also comes with Bluetooth capabilities. That was really great to see. So hopefully we can do some wireless Bluetooth speakers and play our sounds out loud, you know, if you got one of those stereos. And also gonna come with up to 2 gigabytes of internal storage. So I'm not sure if that says, because it said up to 2 gigabytes, so I'm not sure if they have Xbox One S for $299, which is a 1 terabyte, or if they also have an Xbox One S, which is $399 with a 2 terabyte hard drive. So they really didn't explain it, but they did say up to 2 terabytes of internal storage. I mean, I was just amazed to see the price is $299. Like, I loved it. When the Xbox first came out, that $400, you know, that's pretty expected for a new console, but I'm glad to see they're finally going down in price now. And they're also doing something about that horrible hard drive space. I was so disappointed when I first got my Xbox One and it came with a 500 gigabyte hard drive. I knew straight off after I downloaded my first game, I knew 500 was not even going to be close enough. Really after that, new feature is coming soon. It's called Play Anywhere, and with that feature, basically if you own an Xbox One and you have Windows 10 PC, if you buy the game on one, you will have the game on the other. You will not have to purchase the game twice. So once you buy it on the Xbox One, you have it for Windows 10. Once you buy it for Windows 10, you have it for Xbox One. That is amazing. And also they're allowing cross-platform play, which is what fans have been wanting for decades. Some cross-platform play. We've all wanted to do that. The only thing about the cross-platform play is not really, you know, Microsoft versus Sony like we thought, like there was rumored a few months ago, how the PS4 was going to be able to play Xbox One users. It was just a rumor, obviously, but they have taken some giant steps to cross-platform play. You allow you to play PC users. I thought that was pretty sweet. So after that, they unveiled Gears of War 4, which is also part of the Play Anywhere program. But most of them they announced today were cross-platform play and Xbox Play Anywhere featured. Okay, so Gears of War 4, it was amazing. I was just extremely excited to see. The Swarm is the new threat. They're no longer fighting locusts. The graphics just look amazing. So they were playing and you can just see dust particles just flying. It was storms happening in the background. It looked like even a tornado was going on. It was just great. The environment just looked amazing. Like, it was great teamwork also. You can see where it was certain scenes where you can see the co-op made a difference. Like, I've played some games such as Halo 3 where you can do co-op and it's like, okay, it was co-op, but you can definitely tell I could have done this by myself. It was no reason for co-op, it was just to play with your friends. But this one you actually see where co-op matters. It was a scene where one of the teammates were launching like a huge rock. I'm not really sure what it was. I think it was a huge rock of fire or whatever. We just gonna call it that for now. But it was in like this little thing they used to use back in the medieval ages when they would slash the rope or they'll let it go and it'll sling, like a slingshot basically. One teammate actually let the rock go while the other teammate was on the ground shooting it from the air, and it basically like made it rain bombs on top of the swarm. So they shot it and it exploded. It was just like a bomb coming down, like a hellfire missile or something. So that was actually pretty sweet to see how the co-op actually comes into play. Also, it was I mean, it's not too big of a deal, but I like the fact that 2 teammates had to hold open the door and they allowed 1 teammate to go through. It's small, but you can see that co-op really matters in this game. It's not just you just throw co-op in the game and it wouldn't matter if you had 1 person or 4 people. No, it really matters to see that co-op go into play. I really like that. They showed off a new gun. The gun, I'm not sure what the name of it was, but this gun shot off blade, a bandsaw type of blade. You put it in the gun and you go ahead and shoot it, and basically the blade just goes flying. It'll ricochet off the environment, you know, bounce off the enemies. But once you get hit by that blade, you're literally sliced in half. So it was great to see Gears of War still kept up its very gory features that we all come to love so much. Also, in the environment, we saw bodies flying. The enemy got killed. We saw a body fly. It was just crazy. It flew over the cover in which he was taking cover behind like this little I don't know what it was, a little concrete block or whatever. He's taking cover. You just see a body enemy just come flying over top of him. I just thought that was pretty crazy to see how the environment is really interacting with the game. You know, the wind is blowing hard, so it is pushing stuff. It even saw cars being thrown by the wind. It was just crazy. It was great to see that the environment is really making a difference. It's not just there just for show or looks. It is actually making a difference and interacting. It was actually a scene where it was just raining lightning. Like literally it was like 7 beams of lightning on the ground, and you had to take cover and pick and choose which way to go trying to avoid the lightning. That was pretty sweet. I really liked that. And at the end of the demo, they unveiled Marcus Phoenix. He's an old man. Yes, he is an old man now, but Marcus Phoenix that we know and love is back. He is not dead like everybody thought he was. Marcus Phoenix is not dead. And at the end, they also unveiled their new Gears of War Elite controller. I thought it was pretty sweet. Killer Instinct, they announced the Season 3. They announced a couple of characters, such as the Arbiter from Halo, and General Rom. I was really excited to see General Rom. I'm not too big of a Killer Instinct fan, but to see General Rom come out and do the same execution style kill that he did to Kim in Gears of War 1 was great. So basically, we've learned that General Rom's signature is picking people up by their neck and stabbing them in the torso with his blade. So that was pretty sweet to see as well. Forza Horizon 3. Oh my god, that game, I was so blown away. This game will be released in September 27th, so it is coming very soon. It looked amazing. I'm not gonna lie, the game looked absolutely beautiful. It looks even better than the last Forza Motorsport 6, and they all just look so great, but just to see the graphics keep getting better, I don't know how it could, but it did. This game, you're based in Australia, so you're driving around jungles or in the woods or off-road. They had a couple of scenes off-road. What I really liked about Forza Horizon 3 was cross-platform play. They unveiled it. It was 3 people playing on the PC and 1 was on the Xbox. But what I really liked was the co-op campaign aspect of it. Co-op launched, all the players literally synchronized together, and basically you saw everybody's world come into one world. So if it was raining in this person's game and you joined his game, it would also be raining on your screen. You know, just how co-op is supposed to be. But I just really liked it. Everybody was racing, trying to get to the meet point or whatever. One girl was driving the BMW M4. I was really excited to see that. I was drooling all over myself. I'm like, oh my god, the M4. That's an amazing car. But it was really great to see that. They also had one guy, he was racing in the truck. He was doing the off-roading scenes. You also had the Lamborghini driving, and it was also one more car. I can't remember what it was, but that doesn't really matter. But yeah, that was actually pretty sweet. Final Fantasy 15. I'm not too big of a Final Fantasy fan, but to see that game, it looked amazing. It's coming out September 30th, so this is actually 3 days after the Forza releases, so that's going to be really good to see. The graphics was amazing, and it was great to see the huge boss battles and how the co-op is interacting with each other. Final Fantasy was one of those games that were built being co-op. So just to see that, it was actually great. The Division also is releasing an Underground expansion coming June 28th. They didn't really show too much on it, but they did announce it will be coming the 28th. Battlefield 1, yes, amazing game. You know, I've realized that Microsoft has transitioned from Call of Duty to Battlefield now, and I'm glad because I'm a Battlefield fan. Even though Call of Duty Black Ops 3 is playing in the background, I'm a huge Battlefield fan though. I prefer Battlefield over Call of Duty. Even though it's playing in the background, that doesn't matter. Battlefield 1 will be releasing October 21st. If you have EA access, you will get it 10/13. You will literally get it a week earlier than everyone else, so that'll be good to see. We got the 64 player battles, you know, the dynamic weather. I was really excited to hear about the dynamic weather in the game, so hopefully that'll transition to the multiplayer as well. More than likely, knowing Battlefield, it will, so we won't be let down. The dogfights were crazy, and they also brought iconic weapons like the Type 95 and the Thompson, which they should have. Xbox Live will also be getting some updates soon. They're updating their backwards compatible game, also bringing the cross-platform play like I said earlier. Background music is a big one. Using the Xbox Music app, you will now be able to play music while you also play the game or watch Netflix or TV. Whatever you're doing, you're going to be able to play music while you do it as well. Cortana is coming. For all you Windows 10 users, Cortana is coming. So no longer will be, hey Xbox, I guess it's just gonna be, hey Cortana. Yeah, she is coming. They also are bringing some new features for the community. A feature called Club that I really actually liked. Basically, you form a group and basically people who have certain likes as you. Let's do an example. If you play Forza and you like to drift, okay, well you can form a drift club. So people who also like to drift can join your club, and it's basically one big community where you can find people who play the game just like you play. Let's say you prefer muscle cars over imports, or muscle cars over German engineering. So you can create a club saying muscle car enthusiasts only, and it'll be people who love their muscle cars like the Mustangs and that nature. So I really like that feature. They also have a new feature called Looking for Group, and in this feature, it's a Craigslist style where the user posts an ad when they're looking for a certain player with certain skills, and if you match those skills, you can message this person and say, hey, you know, I'm interested in whatever you are offering or looking for, I'm here for you, and you go from there. It's just like Craigslist. And they also have what's called Arena. In Arena, it didn't really get too much into it, but they explain how it's going to bring like this tournament aspect to games that you're playing, such as FIFA or Madden, 2K, games of that nature. They say it's easy to register and it'll be easy to do, so anybody can do it, and it's just tournament style gameplay. They also will be bringing some new customizable remotes with different colors and things of that nature. And also, to throw it in as well, Limbo will be coming to the Xbox One starting today for free. So if you've never played Limbo, it is a great game. Go ahead and check it out. It is free. You know, everybody loves free games, so you may as well. Shortly after that, they went to the indie game category, and one game really stuck out to me, We Happy Few. And I know you're thinking like, what the hell is that? That was an amazing game to see. It'll come to the Xbox preview July 27th, so that's great. It's right around the corner. But I can see when you're playing the game, you're basically in 1964, and everyone is being controlled by a pill which is called the Joy, and it alters their reality. It makes you see happy things when in reality it's not happy. For an example, they were over there hitting a piñata. The main character, his drug was just wearing off. You could see the side effects coming to him or whatever. And a lady walked in and she was like, hey, this and that, I need you to hurry up and finish your assignment or whatever they were doing. And he threw his pills on the floor. He was not taking them anymore. So she came and was like, oh, did you run out of your Joy pill? He was like, no, I already took mine. He took mine. He lied, basically. So they go in the room. They go to hit the piñata. They like, yay, hit the piñata. So he go to hit the piñata, and when he hits it, he realized it's not a piñata. It was an actual rat, and these people are eating rat guts. They're literally thinking it's candy in their mind, but in reality, they are eating this guts from a rat. So he drops the thing and takes off running, because they can see that he's not on the Joy pill. He's not seeing what they're seeing. So she calls for security, and he literally takes off running. That's when the game really takes off. You're going to be on the run, and they're trying to feed you this drug that you no longer want anymore. So I thought that game was very interesting. It was very great to see. After that, they announced Tekken 7, which will be releasing early 2017. Also, starting today, Tekken Tag Tournament 2 will be releasing free of charge for Xbox Live Gold members. Also, one thing I really noticed from Tekken 7, the destructible environments. I was seeing like he was throwing them against the wall, and they'd go through the wall and end up in another part. I know they did that on Tekken Tag Team Tournament 2, but just to see that it coming back again, that was great to see. Dead Rising 4 will be releasing holiday 2016. One thing that really stood out to me was they was taking selfies with zombies. I'm like, dang, this game is really up to date now. You becoming a Snapchat fan, you taking selfies, all of that. So yeah, so whatever. That's just pretty crazy. Dead Rising is now the zombie version of Snapchat. So Scalebound, I've never heard of this game until today. Scalebound is an exclusive coming for the Xbox in 2017. The creator, when he was out announcing it on stage, said he was going to show off the biggest boss battle ever. And man, was that boss battle huge. I mean, it was a huge, looked like a tarantula. It was some huge spider thing. but you can see the 4-player co-op. When the players went to join in, they spawn in with their dragons, they riding on the back, and they jump off, and now they all on the ground ready to fight. So they start off and they shooting they shooting arrows at them, you know, trying to take off the enemy. But that was pretty sweet. Everyone has their own pet monster, that's what I call them. Yeah, they just control them. Shortly after that, Sea of Thieves. Heard of it recently today before E3, but I didn't do any research on it. I wanted to be completely surprised. Sea of Thieves actually looked pretty amazing. What I'm noticing, a big trend that I've noticed today with E3 was the emphasis on co-op. Literally everything is going towards co-op. So the future of gaming is playing with friends. We all knew that, but to actually see almost every game they announced was co-op was actually great. Even more games you can play with each other. But Sea of Thieves though, he said limitless adventures, 4-player co-op. You playing as pirates, riding around doing real life pirate adventures. The boat, one scene they would call it, but they were going at it with another boat, shooting missiles at each other. And the boat they were driving caught a hole at the bottom, and it was leaking water into the ship. So one guy had to go down there and help start patching up the holes while the other people were trying to man the boat. And basically it didn't go good for those guys. It was too much water, so the ship started to sink. They tried to save it, they tried to patch the holes, but they couldn't get to it in time. The ship sank and overturned, and that was just pretty sweet to see. It basically was an all-out war between the two ships, and that ship lost. Sorry, sad day for you guys. Okay, so State of Decay 2. Coming out in 2017, it would look pretty sweet. They didn't really show much, it was just a quick trailer, but they saw how they were driving and then people in the cars would just drive past the zombies, open the door and smack them. So, you know, that was pretty sweet to see. I didn't really get too much into it though. Halo Wars 2. It's been a long time since Halo Wars came out. They're finally releasing the second one, February 21st, 2017. So that's about next year sometime, about 6 months away. The beta though, starting today, the beta will be available from 6/13 to June 20th. So make sure you check out the beta if you're a fan of Halo Wars. The game actually looked pretty sweet. You saw I'm not sure who it was, but it was like the Brutes. And he was basically like the commander for his squad, and then you basically had the colonel on his side of the field with the Spartans or the ODST members, and all of them were fighting around them. But the leader for the Brutes and the leader for the ODST/Spartans came together and was literally face to face. They weren't even fighting. The war was going on around them, but they were face to face with each other. So that was pretty epic to see them just do a face off like that. Like it was just so great to see that. And I'm not even a fan of Halo Wars, but to see that made me want to play it instantly. So make sure you go ahead and check that game out. So Xbox announced something called Project Scorpio. I really did not understand what Project Scorpio was at first. This is what I gathered from it. It's a little bit of information such as 4K gaming. It also will have high fidelity virtual reality features. Coming out holiday 2017. So basically what I gathered from this was they're releasing another Xbox console, and this console will be so powerful that it has 6 teraflops of power. And when they said that, I was blown away. I'm like, man, that is basically a PC for consoles. Like, that is amazing. And it's going to be true 4K visuals and perfect speed. So basically, when you're doing virtual reality, there will be no lag into the speed of the game. Actually, Todd Howard of Bethesda said Fallout 4 is being made for Project Scorpio. So Fallout 4 will be a virtual reality game in 4K coming very soon, within the next year. But they also said that as well, Project Scorpio, Xbox One, and Xbox One S all will be intertwined with each other. So that means you can use your Xbox One controller on the Xbox One S or Project Scorpio. They will all be intertwined with each other. You won't have to worry about, oh man, I have an Xbox One, that means I can't play Project Scorpio or Xbox One S games. No, that is completely not true. Everything is intertwined with each other. You won't have to worry about that. So, that was my review for E3. I really enjoyed E3 today. I was excited to watch it. Microsoft just came off with a bang. They opened up with a bang and ended with a bang. Project Scorpio, though, I still have a lot of questions about it. I'm not exactly sure what it is, how much it would cost, what it's going to look like. I'm just really anxious to see how they're going to do that. Also, I was really disappointed to not see any Crackdown 3 information at all. Maybe they had it on the floor somewhere, but during their initial E3 briefing, they said not one thing about Crackdown 3, but at the end when they were closing out and they had all the games, they basically made a collage of the games. They had Crackdown 3 in there, so just to see that made me kind of disappointed that you guys would put it in there, the collage, at the end of E3, basically wrapping up the show, but didn't talk anything about Crackdown 3. So maybe we gotta do our own research and dig into it and see what's going on. But I really want Crackdown 3. It's been too long now. It's been about 3 years since they announced it. It is time to get some information about this game. We know absolutely nothing. But thank you guys. I appreciate you so much for tuning in and listening to me ramble on about the E3. It was pretty great to see. If you enjoyed this video, please do me a favor. Leave a thumbs up on it. Go ahead and share the video with your friends. Leave comments. And also, if you are not already, which I have no clue why you aren't, but that's okay. I'm not judging you at all. Please do me a favor and subscribe. That will help me out so much. So thank you again, guys. I appreciate you for tuning in. And just remember, do some research for Crackdown 3. That is my homework assignment for you. Research Crackdown 3. We need this game now. So peace out, guys. Until next time.
Follow boy, shawty on the track, so I am killing.
Hey, making plays, catching pigs, busting jugs. You can shop with me, baby, I'm the plug. Fuck them George Washingtons, I'm throwing dubs.